Hello, everyone. Peace be upon you. This is Joseph Marzullo, and I'm talking about the humanist perspective, commenting on different news items so that I can properly teach the philosophy of humanism and how we can espouse peace and prosperity for all of humanity, which is a huge ordeal, but one that is crucial to the survival of the human species. So here we have Putin gets what he didn't want. Ukraine army closer to West. Now, the whole idea of this war, orchestrated by the tyrant known as Putin, has been a total catastrophe, not only for Ukraine, the Ukrainian people. I'm talking about Russia as well, where they have these trade embargoes going on, these sanctions rather, which are totally unnecessary. All of this whole war is totally and utterly unnecessary. Only Putin and a select couple of officials over there in the Kremlin believe this war, if you want to call it that, to be necessary. But necessary for whom? Only necessary for them, so they can feel better about themselves while they look at the map and imagine that they're at a strategic advantage, quote unquote, strategic advantage. So how many lives will this strategic advantage cost? That is the question. That is a moral dilemma that Putin doesn't really care about. He only wants what he wants. And now the world has to suffer for it, because the war in Ukraine has obstructed wheat production of other things as well, because Ukraine and Russia are huge producers of food products. So this is going to cause shortages. This is going to cause huge spikes in prices, and this is totally unnecessary. It's really ridiculous that we must suffer this nonsense. We also have to tolerate the corruption here. See, the COVID made things so much worse than it would have to be. COVID, because everyone was out of work, so that means things were not being produced. So you know what that means, right? That means inflation is gonna be off the roof. It's gonna be out of the roof and into space. And you know why? It's called basic economics. Okay, where you have supply on one hand, and then you have demand on another. Demand has, let's say, even stayed the same as before, but supply now, since everyone was out of work because the politicians ruined the possibility of curing COVID, which was totally possible according to my philosophy. Unfortunately, now people had to die, and now we have to suffer food shortages, which is totally ridiculous. Okay, well, now we got this whole Russia things, which makes it 100% worse, if not 1,000%. It's extremely ridiculous. Who cares if they get closer to the West? And the West wants to keep the war going. That's why they're going to send weapons and arms there. They don't care about lives. They just want to keep it going. Where, yeah, it's true, we don't need Russia to win out, because that's going to embolden them. So we caught in a situation of our own making where we could have solved it years ago. But that is another topic for another day. Okay? And I have to go right now. Thank you for watching my video. Please stay tuned. And please do subscribe. Okay. Bye.